you want to change your screen on your Ender 3 or a different kind of Ender 3D printer, then stay tuned, because I'm going to install a touchscreen on my Ender 3 Pro, coming up on Zachary 3D Prints. Hello, this is Zachary from Zachary 3D Prints, bringing you how-to, reviews and many other things you can do with 3D printing. If you are new to this channel and not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'll put all social media links in the description of this video. You can also support this channel on Patreon. That link I will put in the description of this video. Like I mentioned in the intro, today we are going to exchange the stock screen for a screen from Bigtreetech, the TFT24. It's a small board, but you can also order larger ones. I think this one looks amazing. It looks kind of like the ones that Prusa has. It's a small screen, it is a touch screen, and you have still the dial, and you also have a reset button. Some other cool features are the SD card and, yes, a slot for a USB drive. Last time I did an upgrade on the main board for the SKR Mini E3 from BigTreeTech. And now I'm going to exchange the stock screen for the BigTreeTech. It's the TFT24 and it's a bit smaller than the one that is here. So I had to find on Thingiverse the right size of mounting plate. Well, this was the wrong one, so I had to find a different one. I think it's kind of cute, it's tinier, and I think it still looks amazing. So what's in the box? Plastic. Don't throw it away, you can use it if you are going to ship something. Or you cannot throw it away anyways. So in the bigger section of the package there is the screen. I already checked if everything is there. Like you can see, this is my screen. It's not that big, but it will do the job very good. You also have here on the back side some connections. Make sure when you order this one that you order the right one, because there are some different kind of cables that you will get by this screen. So in the front you have the screen, the touch screen part, the knob like you have on your Ender 3 Pro or your other Ender 3D printer, and you have also this reset button. On the side you have your slot for the SD card, and on the other side you have your USB connector. There you can put a thumb drive with your G codes on there. So that's the main board. Now then we have some cables. We have two cables that look almost identical. Well, they are identical, they are the same. That are a 10-pin connector. You also have a 10-pin connector with two different kind of ends. Okay. And then you also have the black cable. You have one end with all connectors next to each other, and you have also one with a different kind of pen on the other side. Let's stop the chit chat and let's get into the video. So let's unscrew the old screen and put the new screen back. So now that the screen is off, we have to remove the screws so that we can reuse them on the other mounting plate. So the screen is mounted. I did notice that the time lapse was not running at the time that I was mounting it. So I attached on all four corners the screws. It's a nice fit. As you can see, the screen fits almost perfectly. I see that something here on the edges is not perfectly, but the screen is fitted. If you don't like this design, maybe you can find a other one. I'm going to test if this is going to run properly. All the cable wires, disconnect the fan, and now we are going to check for the cable that is from the LCD screen. So when you are going to connect the screen to your main board, there is some things that you need to take care of before you're going to start with. In my case, I tested to try to get it as good as possible. And now I'm going to show you exactly how I attach the cables. Normally you will get a flat 10 pins cable connector from your normal stock screen that is connected with on the screen connector AXT3. In this case, we have to connect the screen in two ways, because we have a touch pad or a touch screen, and we have also the LCD screen. In the first part, I'm going to show you how to connect it. You have the normal connector, which is obvious to place it in or this one, and you need to have this connector, this one. Then you get the flat 10 pins cable, but this cable is not the same as the other two, because the connectors are separated into two different ones, as you can see here. So the red line is all the way to AXP1. The other connector is on AXP2. Okay, and you have this wire 2 on the downside, 1 on this side. So there are only 3 on this connector. Then the other cable, you have one that is separated, that is for the reset function, and you have also the 4 pins. And if you just follow the cable, it's on this side. The loose one is here, and the other 4 are on the other side, on the right side. Then you have also the flat 10 pins cable, and that's attached to the place where the other screen was, with the knob on the right side. So that was that part. Now we are going to make sure that the cables are long enough, because as you guessed, I'm not going to fit it like that, so I'm going to lead it here on that side. So I did find out that the cable, that didn't matter how I did it, it doesn't fit. The cable is too short. But I have an Arduino test kit or a starter kit, and I have these jumper wires. They all have on both sides, they have connectors, so I can put the pins in and then connect both ends to extend the cable. Later on AliExpress I can order a adapter that I can connect the two parts together, because it doesn't matter how I try, I don't get it on the other side. So let's do some MacGyvering. And as you can see, it's installed. The cable is still a little bit short, but the alternative connector that I created, it's in the box and it doesn't have any flex in it at this moment. I can make it a little bit bigger, but it's now safe inside of the box, and let's start the 3D printer. So let's start up the printer. So to wrap up this video, what do I think about this upgrade? It's a nice upgrade, it's a good one. I thought I ordered the big screen, but it turned out to be the smaller screen. No problem, it still fits. It is also working on my Ender 3 Pro. If you want to have a bigger one, then you can get the TFT24. It's a bigger screen, it's nicer. You also have one that fits on the normal bracket. Check out the affiliate links that I will put in the description of this video. Check it out. These screens are not that expensive. So make sure when you order them that you have some kind of a adapter to it to connect. If the cables are too short, that you can connect them together. But also for the company that makes them, please make sure that the cable is long enough to reach into the mainboard, because like you could see, I tried to connect it as good as possible, but in both ways it was not working. So I used something that I had here, but not everybody has it. So I did manage it and it's working well. As you can see, I can switch from touchscreen mode to the normal LCD mode. It's not that difficult, but play around. It's going to be awesome, it's going to be nice. You can put a SD card inside of the printer. You can also attach a USB thumb drive to it. So two great features are on this screen. So check the link out in the description. So that being said, thanks for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to Zachary 3D Prints, and I will see you next time. Let's make some fun with 3D printing. Zachary 3D Prints. Bye bye.